Being a Chelsea fan this season has been super depressing. I just got done watching the Chelsea vs Southampton game. Southampton, who are literally the worst team in the league, by the way, and I witnessed Chelsea lose yet another game. James Ward-Prowse scored a nice free kick, and at that point, you basically already knew Chelsea were going to lose. Despite the effort from Sterling and Havertz in the second half, they didn't even score a single goal. And following that loss, this is their recent form. Notice how there isn't very much green over the scorelines? Yeah, that's because they only have 2 wins in their last 14 league games. Even if you included the Champions League, it's still 2 and 14 because they lost to goddamn Dortmund. And I'm putting a lot of the blame on this man. This is one of the top clubs, not only in England, but in the entire world. And not being able to get results is just unacceptable. Thomas Tuchel in just 6 league games won 3 of them, while Potter has only managed to win 5 in 17 games. And I know people say, oh, well, you have to give him time. There's a lot of new signings. He has to get used to them. I'm sorry, he's not losing to goddamn Manchester City every week. He's losing to teams like Southampton, like Fulham, who he lost and drew with, like Brighton, who he left, and drawing to teams like West Ham and Nottingham Forest as well. That's just unacceptable at a club like this. Josh Donaldson, who's a former Blue Jay, once said,
"This isn't the try league. This is the get it done league." And then, eventually they're going to find people who are going to get it done.
And I think that's kind of the situation we're in right now. And a lot of this is on the players too. But with the amount of talent at this club and the type of clubs that they're losing to, this just can't keep going on. So now, just so I can continue venting a bit and also have a bit of fun, I'm going to do something new that I haven't done on this channel before. And I'm going to do a Chelsea rebuild on FIFA 23. And we're going to pretend like this is the summer of 2023. So the signings like Nkunku and stuff are here. But that okay. Let's. If I'm being honest, that's the only signing that's here, because like I didn't bring Gusto in, and I didn't call back all the loan players or anything. So yeah, it's basically just Nkunku in this team, and then we'll make some signings, sell some players that are dead weight basically. And first and foremost, we're gonna sack the goddamn manager. Let's get into it. All right, it's July 2023 in this fictional world, and we've sacked Graham Potter. Now, to replace him, we're going to be bringing in a familiar face. There are rumors about him potentially making a return for his third stint at the club at the end of 2022. Someone who at one point was beloved by every Chelsea fan in the world and had more success than any other manager at this club. The special one, Jose Mourinho. They don't have Jose Mourinho in this game, so I'm just going to create some random ass guy that doesn't even really look like Jose Mourinho because I don't want to spend too much time on his face because I don't really care. So this is our brand new Jose Mourinho. Obviously, we're going to pick Chelsea. I'm going to take us out of the Champions League because obviously it's not looking like they're going to get top 4 anyway and probably won't win the Champions League. Also, this is a fantasy world and I'm just trying to have some fun. And Todd Boehly clearly has a lot of money that he's willing to spend. And FFP doesn't apply to Chelsea at all. So I'm going to give myself $1 billion to spend because who cares?
Jose. Special one. Special one. Special one.
Okay, I'm not going to join a preseason tournament because we don't need the money. Now, to start off, I'm going to transfer list a bunch of our players and completely revamp this team. Kai Havertz literally doesn't do anything. Gone. Sterling, gone. Lakaka, he's keeping his ass at Inter. Mount, I'm not going to transfer list him, but I might include him in a deal. Pulisic, gone. Ziyech, gone. Kukurea, man refuses to pass to Mudryk for some reason and only passes it back. We can't be having that here. Gone. Conor Gallagher, gone. Aubameyang literally hasn't done anything. Gone. Koulibaly, gone. Okay, so my first move is going to be to bring back João Felix permanently. No, we're not going to pay the release clause because we need to get those 8-year contracts to avoid FFP. João Felix has looked pretty good so far in the few games that he's played for Chelsea, and he provides some level of creativity that the rest of the team just completely lacks. So yeah, we get the deal done here. Offer him the max contract length, obviously. The money doesn't matter because we have $1 billion. And now here he is, walking into the building. Look at this cutscene. So cool, so creative, so innovative. Look at him shake this random guy's hand. Oh my god, that's Jose Mourinho shaking his hand. Jose doesn't even care. Oh my god, look at him riding that bike. He's so good at riding that bike, bro. So inspirational. And here he is being revealed in the Chelsea kit. Next up, I'm going to go after a striker because for some reason they didn't sign one in January and instead choose to play Havertz at striker when he never scores. And the man I'm going after is Dusan Vlahovic. With Juventus' points deduction this season, they're most likely not going to qualify for the Champions League next year. So a guy like Vlahovic may be available in the summer, offering the max contract length. Obviously, the money doesn't matter. And here he is being revealed in a Chelsea kit. Okay, now I know this one probably won't happen, but there have been some rumors about him potentially joining in the summer, and this is a fantasy world, so I'm going to go after him. It's Neymar. There were actually rumors about Neymar coming to Chelsea last summer as well, but apparently Tuchel didn't want him. Ziyech was also supposed to join PSG in January, so I'll send him there as part of this deal as well and complete the signing of Neymar. Oh, this is a different cutscene now. There's actually some media members here. Look at him signing that kid's ball, bro. So humble, man. What an inspiration. Jose Mourinho cares about this signing now. Taking pictures with him and shit. Neymar doesn't use a bike. He's running on the treadmill while Jose Mourinho stares at him from behind like a creep. And here he is being presented with a bunch of photographers. Huge signing. This is what the team is looking like right now. I'm going with the 4-3-2-1 formation since Nkunku and Felix are both center forwards, but I customized it so we have a cam instead of 3 center mids. Next up, I'm going after Jude Bellingham because one, Enzo Fernandez is only 81 overall right now, so I don't know if I want to be playing him a lot. And also N'Golo Kante is getting a little older, so he might start declining, and he's also injury prone. So we're just getting an extra option for the midfield. We're getting an offer from AC Milan for Aubameyang here. He hasn't done shit for us and we want to get rid of him. We don't even need the money, so they can have him for €1. Now we're getting an offer from Barcelona for Kai Havertz. Now Barca did kind of screw us last summer, hijacking multiple signings, so we're going to ask them for 5 mil instead of €1. That'll teach them. Now West Ham's coming in for Cucurella. I would have sold him for free, but I'll take the €1. Aubameyang is leaving and he's really sad about it. Sevilla want Pulisic, so I'll just take the 10 mil from them. Now I'm going after Gvardiol. Chelsea were trying for him last summer, but couldn't get it done. And with Thiago Silva aging and Fofana and Badiashile not being as good in this game, we need another center back option, especially if Koulibaly leaves. Sevilla and Napoli both want Conor Gallagher, and at this point, I don't care about negotiating, so I'll just accept both offers. Pulisic is leaving and he's very sad as well. This is what our squad is looking like now. Our first game is against Wolves in the Premier League. We'll quick sim this one to see how we do, and we lose. Looks like nothing changed. At least Nkunku scored his first goal. Our next game is against West Ham. We'll go into the real-time sim for this one, and we've conceded. Oh, it's 2-0. 3-0. Might as well just sim it at this point. Oh my god, Jude Bellingham scored. Can we win our third game against Newcastle? Finally! We get a 3-1 win as Bellingham, Azpilicueta, and João Felix all score. I'm changing Neymar's position to cam and his overall goes up to 90. Deadline day passes and Koulibaly is still on the team. I'm extending Thiago Silva and N'Golo Kante's contracts so they don't leave as free agents. It's January now and we're third in the league. Since I replaced us with Arsenal in the Champions League, game replaced Arsenal with us in the Europa League, so we're in the Europa League now. Looking at the player stats, Vlahovic, Nkunku, and João Felix are all having very solid seasons. Neymar, on the other hand, has a very disappointing 2 goals and 2 assists. I decided to change some of the player instructions to maybe help Neymar produce more, but I'm not sure if these even help during the sim. Can we win our first game with these new player instructions? Nope. It's the end of the season now and we finished second in the league. We also won the FA Cup and we were eliminated by Manchester United in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Looking at the player stats, Neymar had a huge bounce back in the second half of the season. In the last 29 games, he got 23 goals and 8 assists. The others also kept up their form. Our big players also grew a lot this season. I forgot to change Reece James and Chilwell's positions, so I did that now. Atletico are looking to get Koulibaly, so we'll just accept that. The lone army is coming back. Koulibaly's really sad too. Looking at the squad, Thiago Silva and Azpilicueta both declined a lot, and Fofana and Badiashile didn't improve much at all. So we're going to need to bring in a new center back. And that man is going to be Fikayo Tomori, also known as Oluwafikayomi Oluwadamilola Fikayo Tomori. God damn, that's a long name. I'm also releasing Lakaka. Get your ass out of here. This is the squad for this season. Enzo hasn't grown much either, so Kante will probably play most of the games. With Thiago Silva out of the starting 11, Reece James is now our new captain. The first game of preseason is a 5-1 win against Napoli. Hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. It's January now, and we're actually 4th in the league. 10 points back of City. We did beat City for the Community Shield though. Take that. And in the Champions League, we're up against Real Madrid in the round of 16. Some sad news as Azpilicueta and Thiago Silva are both retiring at the end of the season. Nkunku is having a down year, but everyone else is doing well. It's time for the first leg against Real Madrid. I'll just sim past it, and we lost. 2-0. That's going to be tough to come back from. But now it's time for the second leg. Sim passed this one too, and we lost again. 2-1 this time. And just like that, we're knocked out of the Champions League. Maybe next year. It looks like we've only got the league left now, so we'll just sim to the end of the season. Well, after about 20 months on the job, I've been sacked. I wasn't expecting this at all, so I guess this rebuild is over and it was a complete failure. I wonder what other big clubs want me now. Oh, come on! West Brom is my only offer? There's no way I was that bad. Well, I guess that's the end of this video then. Leave a like if you enjoyed it and consider subscribing. Bye.